Hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. Welcome to my video explaining the characters in Total Pokemon viewer voting, okay, so all these characters are from a previous TPI of mine, my first TPI on YouTube. Well, first and second, because I had a sequel series that got cancelled, it's complicated. But not everyone's seen that, actually a majority of people haven't seen that. So they wouldn't really get a lot of things about these characters. So I'm gonna explain it to you. Alright? Sounds good? Alright, cool. First up is Amora. Oh, wait, oh no. Whatever. Amora! Okay, so Amora was in Season 1 as a, an add-on fossil. They were not in the original cast, they were introduced in episode 7 from, Fossil Challenge. They never actually made it to merge. They were eliminated pretty soon after they were revived, honestly. Because their whole personality was just, oh my god, I'm a valuable girl, oh my god, it's so crazy. Uh, Stuff like that. But in season 2, she didn't get in season 2, but she did get the Aftermath show. And she hosted it. So yeah, and that's kind of why I had to have her first, because my explanation of other characters kind of involves the Aftermath and yeah. Moving on. Semisage was introduced in Season 2 with his two siblings, Pampor and Panseer. You might notice that neither of those had evolved, and yeah, he was the only of the three that had evolved by the time the series ended. He wasn't eliminated in Season 2 before, the show was cancelled, which, I think is pretty cool. And he didn't really have much going from there other than he was originally in an alliance with Menchino, Macargo, and Weepinbell, but then that alliance kind of got disbanded and he made his own one with Butterfree, Sunkern, and Ariados, but none of those three are really in the competition still, so yeah. But yeah, his main personality was just he wanted to be an actor, and that's basically it. He's just a drama queen. Smeargle didn't really have much going for her, which is kind of why I brought her back. She was introduced in season 2 and was the last person eliminated before the show got cancelled. Didn't make it to merge or nothing, and was eliminated because she was the only person on the show to actually have a phone on her because she found all the phones after they were taken. Now it was a complicated thing. But yeah, she didn't really have much going for her. She was supposed to be the punk, character, but I didn't really do that well. But I'm trying to do that now. Weepinbell started in season 1 as a Bellsprout and was the first eliminated due to sabotage from the main villain Inkay. You will hear more about Inkay as we go on. But yeah, so Weepinbell left season 1 as Bellsprout and evolved off screen. Then came back for season 2 and didn't get eliminated yet. Was not planning to win, but plans don't really matter here, it's all about what did happen. So yeah, didn't get eliminated before the show was cancelled. He was friends with Cargo, who is not in the show, Zorawa, not in the show, and kinda Snivy. It's complicated. Like I said before, he did have the alliance with Semisage, Menchino, and the cargo, but that dissolved, and after that he didn't really have much going for him other than just really not really, doing great in challenges and kind of like the majority of the time being like an easy vote for his team to like quite often be like, yeah, we'll probably get him out at some point. Drillberg was introduced in season 2, was the original team, well not the, was one of the 3 team captains of season 2, and got eliminated pretty early by Sandslash, one of his friends. Well, he considered him a friend. Sandslash kind of hated him. Didn't really make much connections other than that. He did interact with Snivy a bit, and kind of asked Snivy to do something dangerous for essentially no reason. He asked Snivy to go like under the water and find a chest, but turns out the chest was completely empty in the first place. So Snivy, did that for nothing, and that's one of the reasons he was eliminated. He was always the whole pirate thing. It was never explained why he did it in the original series. Dartrix was introduced in Season 1 as a Rowlet and was team captain. He was eliminated third overall because of a sabotage play by the main villain NK. Yeah, I told you he was going to come back more. So NK essentially, it was an well, not an obstacle course, a triathlon, and he did a flying part, the last part, and he was gonna win until NK used a barrier to stop him from continuing to fly. Vibravo! Vibravo was in Season 1 as a Trapinch, got eliminated early, didn't have much connections other than Licky Licky's alliance with Tangrowth and Noctowl, but he was never really part of that alliance, he more just talked to them sometimes. He was eliminated early because he just was not a great team player and he wasn't a fan of people. Didn't return in Season 2, neither did Dartrix, I never said that. And he evolved off screen, not even during Season 2, after Season 2, so between Season 2 and viewer voting, he evolved. Quillfish is one of the characters who has made it farthest in this whole show. Quillfish got 8th place overall in Season 1, and basically, he joined Season 1 at the start. He had his little, losers alliance, alliance of people that were probably going to be early boots with Muck, Oshawa, and Mamoswine. Yeah, but then that kind of fell apart. He joined NK, the main villain, for a bit. Not really by his will, it's more like he was threatened. So he did that for a bit. People found out about it, stopped trusting him. NK stopped using him. Then Merge happened. He started teaming up with Mamoswine for a while. He found the immunity idol, and he hid it. But then he was planning to betray Mamoswine, but Mamoswine apparently stole his immunity idol and was able to get Quillfish out of the show instead of himself. Oshawa in Season 1 was introduced in Season 1, didn't return for Season 2, didn't really have a personality in Season 1. He was eliminated 4th, and this is important, he was eliminated due to NK, main villain, sicking a wild, not the one in the show, a wild Ursaring on him, and him being eliminated due to injuries. Very severe injuries, yeah. He didn't return for Season 2, and that's about all I've got to say about Oshawa. Muck. Muck was introduced in Season 1 as a Grimer, made it pretty far into the game. I'm pretty sure he was eliminated just a few episodes before Merge. He had the alliance with Mamoswine, Oshawa, and Quillfish. And then after that dissolved, he did keep teaming up with Mamoswine, well, Piloswine at the time. But the elimination ended up happening where it was essentially just the two people at fault for the team losing was him and Piloswine, and they both kind of scrambled to get people to vote for the other one, but he ended up being the one getting the boot in the end. Oh, and here's Speak of the Devil, Mamoswine, who got 2nd place in Season 1. And his story was essentially joined Season 1 as Swine Up. He had the alliance with the other 3 that I've already talked about. he evolved into Piloswine, didn't have much going for him, teamed up with Muck. He joined an alliance with Elekid and Rhydon. Muck didn't want to, that's why Muck got eliminated instead of him. He kind of blended into the background a bit until, I'd say, mid-merge, where he started being the biggest person that was like, hey, we need to get NK out now. Like, I know NK is like, I know people don't know he's bad yet, because NK was like he was known to be bad for the viewers. The contestants had no clue for like the good, like a lot of the show. But he found out, he figured out, and he was like, oh yeah, we need to do that. Uh, so yeah, but then NK left, you know, partly due to him, and then essentially the finale happened. He got second due to Fletchinder, the winner, stealing the last item on the scavenger hunt. I know, the final challenge was scavenger hunt. Not the most interesting, but I promise if you watch it, I did make it interesting. And then he joined Season 2, but got out very early. I'm gonna be honest, my fault here, probably too early. But he got out very early, due to one, him being a threat, and two, him losing the chance for a team, and other information I didn't know where to put in that recap is essentially his father is a scam artist. So yeah, that's all I got to say about Mamoswine. Ursaring. Also, I'm pretty sure the rest from now on is going to have that animation. Ursaring. Season 1 as a Teddy Ursa. And I'm going to be honest, I was not creative. I essentially just did the thing that most things do with Teddy Ursa, where he was essentially just the very little kid character till they evolve. And yeah, and when they evolve, they get super angry because that was a thing for a while with certain Pokemon, where it's like, oh, they're childish till they evolve, and they just get super mad at the world. So yeah, I did that with him, and he got eliminated the episode he evolved. Season 2 rolled around, and he didn't join, but he did help on the aftermath as a makeup artist helping Amora. Gliscor joined Season 2 as a Gligar, was kind of friends with Mamoswine, but ended up voting to eliminate Mamoswine after he messed up the challenge. Evolved, helping his friends, had an alliance with Grovyle, Bergmite, and Archon, and didn't really do all that much. But you know, he was a nice guy overall. Didn't make any enemies. He won a good few challenges, and yeah, and we did learn that he was the main drummer slash vocalist for his band back home. Licky Licky got 11th place, just short of top 10, and he was in an alliance with Tangrowth, the leader, and Noctowl. Tangrowth was the leader, but he was the first to be eliminated. Then it was just him and Noctowl, but Noctowl ended up getting the boot too. Licky Licky was alone for a lot of the show, and he didn't really do too much in the show in general. He did try to make an alliance with Azurill and Bergmite, but that ended up not really going anywhere. So yeah, he didn't join Season 2, but in the one episode that was leading into Season 2, the post-finale, pre-Season 2, you know, like the total drama thing, he was shown that he was not a fan of Haunter joining their alliance. And that was basically it. Throughout the most of the show, he was just simply the fat guy character, and honestly, I was happy with that. Okay, Explode. I actually got stuff to say about Explode. So, Explode joined Season 1 as a Whismur. revealed to, at the time, Fletchling, that he was doing the show because he had a little sister, Skitty, who was very ill, and he wanted to help pay for the treatment. After a few episodes, him and Fletchling, or was it Fletchender? I can't remember, started dating. And then, boom, egg challenge happens, Baneri pops out, and Fletchinger's like, yeah, this is my kid now. So, boom, he's a parent. He evolves into Loudred and makes it to the final 7. Yes. And, yeah, but ends up getting eliminated due to a blindside from Azurill and Mudkip, neither of which are in the game, so can't really go much there. Season 2 happened. Him, Fletchender, the winner of Season 1, I should probably mention, and Lopunny, his daughter, somewhat, join the Season 2, you know, and he is he's the only one of the 3 that's eliminated before the show gets cancelled, due to another blindside from Lavani this time. Lavani is also not in this show, so it doesn't have much of an impact, but figure I should mention, he didn't, I wouldn't say he was eliminated early, but he was definitely not making it far enough in the show. Menchino joined Season 2 as Menchino obviously, and her whole thing was she's a neat freak, but then, you know, and basically it got to even the point where she had a whole, you know, like suit around her, to make it so that she couldn't touch any dirt grime. But then, eventually, she was forced to do a challenge, which made her get super, you know, dirty and gross, and after that she was not fully like, oh yeah, dirt, that's fine, but she was making progress. She was not eliminated before the show ended. Magmar joined Season 2 as a Magmar. Didn't do much, tried to join, I'd say Lickilicky's Alliance, you know, Tangrowth, Haunter, Noctowl, but Lickilicky wasn't in the show. He tried to join them, they didn't let him. He was more just the overconfident jerk character, and he got out 6th in Season 2. And yeah, he was more just a comic relief character than anything. And that's basically all I got to say about him. Castform joined Season 2 as a cast form. She does have the thing where it's like, if the weather is strong, her emotion changes depending on the form she is, or if her emotions are strong enough, she can change the weather. Kind of goes either way depending on which one is stronger, I guess. But in the show, she didn't really have much going for her. She did have a friendship with Crocodile, who was the kind of villain, kind of not. He didn't really do too much that was really villainous on the show. And she did get into a bit of drama, where basically Tangrowth, character that's not in the show, was asked out by Ariados, another character that's not in this season, and Tangrowth didn't want to date Ariados, so Tangrowth basically went to her and said, hey, pretend to be my girlfriend, because I don't want to, you know, seem like a jerk that just says no to people. And she was like, okay, sure, because she was like, maybe if I do this, you know, he might actually develop feelings and I'll date someone. She didn't really have a crush on Tangrowth, per se. It's more just she wanted to date someone. And that's all I got to say about Castform. She was just a generally nice person, and didn't really have much of a personality going for her, since her emotions changing was kind of her main bit. Furret. Furret joined Season 1 as a Sentret. And right from the start, she was similar to Amora, you know, Valley Girl, yes, thing, and, yeah, until she stole Azurill's diary, read it, and then threw it out a window into a lake because she was scared of getting caught. Zero was mad at her, and she felt so guilty that she built another diary. She made a whole new one. Like, she got paper, got a thing, and she like put it together. She spent all night doing that, but by the morning she was too tired to do the challenge and ended up losing the challenge for her team and getting eliminated for it. She did not join Season 2, and she evolved into Fur off-screen during Season 1. And in Season 2, she didn't complete, but she was an assistant doing the recaps for the Aftermath. Snivy. Snivy, Snivy, Snivy. I don't know why I did that for Snivy, because Snivy's not really got much. Snivy joined Season 2 as a Snivy, obviously. And never talked, obviously. That's, because he took a vow of silence. It has not been revealed why he did that, because, well, he can't really tell us. And essentially, he just can't talk. Well, not can't, but he refuses to talk. He was friends with Zorua, and Macargo, and kind of Weepin' Bell. They did hang out a lot, but I don't know, it's hard to tell who Snivy's friends with, because he doesn't really talk. In the show, he started off by messing up a few challenges, but after that became sort of like a challenge beast. He was revealed to be one of the strongest contestants in all of Season 2, and Season 2 was the season that had already evolved Pokemon in the show from the start, so it's like him being one of the strongest was, pretty good. So yeah, he's one of the strongest contestants, but his biggest downfall is just he can't really communicate to others. That's everyone. So yeah, there's my explanation of all the characters in Total Pokemon viewer voting. Hope you like it, and I hope you, take some of that into account while watching the episodes and in your voting. Goodbye.